Hello, welcome back. So, in the last episode, we finished the Kashyyyk. So, we're gonna talk to the crew and then move on to the next planet, which we have to decide what it is.
What can I do for you? I've been thinking about Lena and what she said about Griff. You know, how he was always blaming other people for his problems. There might be something to what she said.
Oh, so you let your anger get out of the way? You mean you believe her story?
No, of course not. Not really. But what if it was his idea to leave me behind? I'm not saying Griff would just abandon me, but maybe he did want to leave me behind. Just temporarily, you
Perhaps
know? He might
counter in
have
the
done
corner
that
there's all
if he planned on
flipping
coming
out.
back later, but things don't usually work out for Griff the way he planned, you know? And that's when he'd get in trouble. He was always borrowing money he could never pay back. He might have been trying to skip out on his debts when he left Terrace. He would have to leave his little sister behind so it would look like he was coming back.
So he sacrificed you to save his own hide.
No, not exactly. Look, all I'm trying to say is that the more I think back, the more I realize I might be idolizing my brother a bit. Not
Maybe
seeing all
just
his
a bit.
faults. I still want to find
Maybe
him.
just
I
a
need
bit.
to see him again. It's just that I'm not sure how I'll react when I do.
When the time comes, you'll know what to say,
Maybe.
Mission.
We'll see. I don't want to judge him yet. Maybe Lena was lying. Or maybe she wasn't. All I know is I'd like to speak to Griff myself. If we have time, I'd like to go talk to the Zerker Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now.
Okay, that unlocks that quest. So, Candace, don't you have any kind of special mission or anything? Oh, wait, you know what? Let's upgrade some stuff, yeah? Upgrade items. Upgrade. No, you don't need it. How about you? Upgrade. Attack bonus 3, attack bonus 1. You and you. Upgrade Jolie here. It's this. Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more
I don't
war
have
stories.
as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan.
Nice.
For 5
Demonstrate.
days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly.
Ouch.
My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail.
Clever. Ah,
Things
did it
didn't
work?
go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our
Nice.
main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them.
You were a great warrior,
Their slow,
Candace.
ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. Their command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know?
Nope,
Your
I'm
choice.
out. Alright, more people to talk to. No one in there. Jolie.
Got something on your mind?
Never mind.
Let's play with the old man's head, is it? He's half senile. He'll forget I said anything. Wait, what was this about anyway?
Ha. Funny. Zelbar, you got anything to say? Is there something you want? Never mind.
Yes.
Gee, honey?
What is it?
Is something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late. I never
What is
told
it?
you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child. I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling. I have been
What?
wrestling with my feelings inside, trying to come to terms with it. I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
You
Taris.
mean...
It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastilla.
Oh,
Taris,
plot twist.
my homeworld.
I did not know.
If it were
I'm
not for you
sorry.
and Bastilla, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastilla. Without your intervention, the Sith would
Bastilla.
have no cause to lay waste to my childhood.
Oh, that
Just
place
let me
sucked.
vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
Yeah, I don't care, but I'm gonna say this option.
I suppose I realized that. But it is so
Taris
hard to lose
sucked.
all the time past. You would not understand. Yes.
You'll be
Yes,
alright.
I suppose it will. As long as we remain focused on our task, it will. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
Woo! Pretty sure she has a special quest. Hey,
Can I
Bastilla.
help?
Why did the council send me with you on this mission?
I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris proved that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
The Force wants us to be together. Why do you resist my undeniable
I said
challenge?
we were brought together for our mission, to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force will be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction.
gotta change
and
the
we should
Jedi
be
way.
saving the galaxy from Malak.
Mutual attraction? I knew you
Mutual
were
attraction.
interested
I
in me.
never said it's just an expression. Whatever our feelings whatever your feelings, you have to try to ignore them. Don't miscomplicate things. Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly.
Uh-huh. It just seems odd that they would send me off without a master to guide me.
There were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times
because
when
I'm
I
already
was
am a
also
master.
way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling that there's more going on
wondered
than I
if the
know.
Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council did not risk the eye to test me. They calculated the risks, and the mission chose the
Let's go to the
only
background
option.
actually represents where your planet you're on.
You
Guess
must
that
learn
makes
to
sense.
Trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come in its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
Me, you're the one who thought this was her big addition for masterhood. I'll go
Come
off
on,
option
come.
3.
Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Big ass. Well, let's talk to cars and then we'll move on to the next
Yes,
planet.
what's on your mind?
We didn't end our last discussion very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology.
Turn up the volume.
More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the Battle of the Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
And how does that excuse your action?
It's been a while since I've even had to think about that sort of thing. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
Not really, I couldn't care less what you think.
I guess there's no harm done then. Still, I should know better by now. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agree to work with me
Done.
for
Let's
once.
get underway then, shall we, partner?
Okay. Okay, so what planet should we go? We have mission, side mission. Ha! Let's look at the map. No, not ready for Korriban yet. Can go there. I like the planet, but maybe later. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. So, looks like we're going to Tatooine. Give myself a second to edit here. No.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Tatooine is known for little but glowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
It looked like it was inside some kind of cave.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Yep. So, you got anything
Yes,
to say?
what's in your...
Huh, sweet. Tell me why you want Revenge of Souls so bad.
I already told you, he betrayed us all.
This just seems more personal, that is.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
Oh yeah, they're
It's
not.
just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died. I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there. My task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in time.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Of course not. How could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
I didn't mean to pry.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. You deserve some kind of, explanation.
So what happened to your son? You didn't say.
His name was Dussel, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing.
Woo! We're getting closer to his quest. Hey.
How can I help?
You look like you have something to say. Wow, talking to these people is just easy. You just move to a planet and it's like, hey, new stuff to say.
I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us.
What was that? I think I'm going deaf. You better say it again.
You're teasing me. You know very well what I said.
Yep. I'm still reeling from the shock. Was that a compliment?
Well, yes. Surely that's not so surprising.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. Why must you make this so difficult for me? Can't you just accept a simple compliment?
Let's go with this
I
one.
see. Is there nothing I can do to make it up to you? I would rather we were friends.
Oh, how close of a friend would you like to be?
You know I can't feel that way about you.
Bull
About
crap.
anyone. It isn't permitted. I am a Jedi. I must
Here's the
resist
irony
these
of it all.
temptations.
The
But I still
Jedi
ought to consider you a friend. We could,
don't want
we
love
could never
and
be
emotions
anything
and
more.
crap because they're
That isn't allowed.
afraid that it goes to the dark side, which is ironic because they're very afraid. I like that, I suppose.
I know my manner can be a bit taciturn.
I didn't know what she
I know
said,
you must
so
be getting
even
sick
though
of
it
my
was
lectures
taciturn.
about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really.
A little. Don't forget edgy, critical, and overly secretive.
Yes, well, there's no need for you to agree so wholeheartedly. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course.
Of course. We could be more than friends, Beth. Stila.
Please, it's not allowed. I have to
Oh,
remain true to the
Jedi
Jedi
Council.
ideal.
Shove it.
If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I'm glad you did. I care for you too, Beth. As a friend.
Well, it was not nearly so difficult as I feared.
No, the Jedi
Thank you for
Council can
hearing
shove
me
it though.
I feel much
Revan
better.
said it
but
himself
enough
in the
soul-searching
book.
for now. We should probably continue on with our
When she
mission.
finished talking, I was like, yeah, Revan said itself in the book. If the Sith can use anger and hate and all that crap to power the dark side of the Force, the Jedi can use love and whatever those emotions to power the light side. That's what makes Revan such a powerful Jedi.
Yes. What is it?
He uses both sides of the Force. There's something
I
wrong.
was remembering Taris.
This entire episode is nothing but talking. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I think I'm over the worst of it. I apologize again for lashing out at you. It was not your fault. It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and the meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
Yeah, those raccoons.
There was always the danger of ghouls coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
Was it that bad?
With no money to spare for any amenities, even the enclave on Dantooine seems a paradise in comparison. And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived. and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes.
Sounds like
But
a rich, snotty
I've come to
asshole.
meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
Like who?
The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians.
Hello, Pussycat.
She was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they
It
had
was my
not,
fault for actually
I would not
activating
be
this
where I am
conversation.
today.
They're really slowing down the game, but they lead the quest. Your
Another
parents?
story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic to save the galaxy if we can.
Awesome, I'm talking to you after we get the hell off this planet. Hey, Jolie, we moved to a new planet. Got anything to say?
Got something on your mind?
Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship? I forgot what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Oh, frightful.
So you wanted to ride on my ship.
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of a synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise.
Oakley dokley.
You remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a panther.
Did you annoy this person endlessly too?
Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like
No.
patient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Never heard of him.
Oh, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor
Yep,
had
that
to read
sounds
it
like
too
Jedis.
much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
There's supposed to be some hidden meaning in this.
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't
Maybe.
noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I
That's
was
pretty
just
damn
about
old.
to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him. His ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time, they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat
Wasn't
has
there
us
a
all
Darth
onto
Krat?
the bridge of his ship for questioning. And that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was in hand.
Spelled differently though. Andor killed Krat, I take it?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. This could have just been gurgling noises. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around. He's screaming. Maybe Andor
He's
hit
laughing at
something
this guy's
sensitive
horrible
on the
death.
way down, or
This is
just
why
didn't
he's an
agree with the
awesome
reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recover. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you, old man. I don't know which one to say. And what does this have to do with you coming with me? But how can you ever be sure and or be responsible? I'm so tempted to say that. let's do it.
Well, now that's the ingratitude of youth for you. I relate an exciting tale, and do I get thanked for it? No. No. It's all me, me, me. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry, and you're making me cranky. Shoot.
Okay, so might as well just end it here. Hell. There's a whole lot of nothing happening in this episode. Sorry, but comes with the show. Thanks for watching. Check back later for the next video. Bye.